Trying to get all ready today. Never seem to be ready when we go live, babe.
Nope, I know, it's pretty bad.
It is bad. And I just ripped my glove, but I don't want to mess around with it anymore. So we're just going to leave it. All right. So this morning, firstly, happy birthday to Tanya. I saw it was her birthday today. This morning, I'm going to get a little bit more sap green, phthalo green, dark sienna, Prussian blue, the darker color blues, alizarin crimson, midnight black, titanium white. This is cad yellow, yellow ochre, and bright red. I don't even know what we're going to do today. If we're going to use everything, all I know is that's what we have going on today. And you can use Bob Ross paints, you could use Winsor & Newton, you could use Gamblin, you could use Magic Flame, you could use all sorts of stuff. That's what we like to use anyway. My glove is just bugging. It's just bugging me with that little rip. So how's everyone doing today?
We're good.
What do you guys have planned for today? What are you gonna go do?
Nobody is talking.
Yeah, right. People are watching me struggle to put these gloves on. It's when you get like a wet hand and then you have to go try to put a glove on. It just doesn't want to work. And it's really starting to irritate me. There we go. Little trick. Haha! Blow it full of air. There we go. All right, so should we do a sunset sky or should we do a blue sky today? Should we wait for the fans to answer or they just never answer? Okay, let's do like we'll do a little bit of a sunset today. We have our Bob Ross liquid white on the canvas. You can see it's not so super thick that it's real chunky on your finger. You should be able to see the ridges of your fingerprint. And then here we're going to pull this down. I'm going to flip it over, pull it down again, tap it in. That way you have this nice, even distribution of a little bit of color. You don't need a whole lot. Don't need a whole lot for sure. Let's see. Let's see. What are we going to do? Let's put it over here. Never even know what it's going to look like when we paint with Josh. A little bit of yellow ochre, same thing. Pull down a couple times, flip it over, pull down, tap, right? Come in there. And we'll just go around that bit of yellow. Come up, get our crimson. Pull down, flip over, pull down, tap, right? Load it with, and you can see it's all covered, all changed, and it's not so super thick. Doesn't need to be super thick, right? Welcome to Paint with Josh, by the way. If this is your first time painting with me or watching, this is my first time painting this painting. We tried to show you how to do stuff just live and on the fly. Nothing fancy. I didn't prep the canvas besides putting liquid white. We didn't put any gesso or sanded it or did anything crazy, right? You can literally grab it off of the shelf at the store, get your liquid white, throw it on, and have these results, okay? Gonna come back in.
Yeah, okay.
You can. Like I've been seeing, there's a lot of question about how to should you gesso first, should you not? You can do as much prep as you want, but I don't do any, right? If you like my paintings, I don't sand it, I don't gesso it. I've never bought any gesso ever. I've never bought anything that says gesso on it, right? I have the Bob Ross liquid white, black. Besides that, that's all I need.
And clear.
And clear, yeah, of course, clear. Of course. Okay, we don't want to put too much paint on the canvas, right? It's got to be very light. And that way, we can continue to add more and more and more and more and more layers onto it.
Hello, Alison.
Alison.
Hello, Julie.
Top of the evening to you, Alison, as it's morning over here. Probably evening where you are. Now we're going to go into our black. Same thing, pulling down, flipping over, pulling down, tapping in, okay? Just like so.
Kay Campbell's at the wall in the north.
The north.
She just wrote, hello everyone from the north.
From the north. Is she warden of the north?
I think she's on night watch.
Now my watch has ended. Is anyone else a Game of Thrones fan, or is it just me in London in here making nonsense? Okay, a little bit of black again.
What are they talking about?
A little bit of blue. Flip it over, same thing.
Doesn't that feel like
just pulled way too much paint. Sorry, hon. I just pulled way too much paint out. You can see how my pile just grew like that. So now we got to be careful that we don't have too much paint on the brush. All right, let's come in from the side. just along the bottom. You never know what's going to happen down here. We may put water, we may do snow. It could be, well, we can't do a reflection now.
You can.
No, you can't. You need all these colors.
Okay.
Could be anything. Maybe it's the ocean back there. And then this is the sand up front. We can change it. That's why we don't want to put a whole lot of color on there. And that way we can continue to add colors. We haven't washed the brush. We're changing to a dry 2-inch brush. Want to make sure it's dry. We're going to start in our lightest color area and just crisscross stroke like this, kind of bringing some of the crimson down, some of the yellow up. Some of the crimson down, some of the yellow up. All right, we're going to blend it until it's this nice soft bit where you can't really tell where the crimson begins and where the yellow ends, or vice versa.
Annette has a great question, which oddly doesn't seem like I've read this question out ever, which is, where do you get your canvases? She gets hers from Michael's in the cheaper packs. Sometimes it seems like she doesn't like the gesso, the magic white dries too quickly.
So I get mine, like this one is from a 5-pack at Michael's, the 5/16 pack, or the 6
Is it
16
from
by
Michael's or
20s.
Hobby Lobby?
This is Michael's.
Okay.
The Hobby Lobby ones are, the frame, they're built a little bit better, I think. They feel a little bit more sturdy. Yeah, they're built different. But I get mine from Michael. That's why I like to say, I'm not using anything fancy. This is the thin canvas. It's like stage 1, you know what I mean? The staple back, it's not even gallery wrapped. Okay, I'm using the same stuff you guys can get. I'm spending the least amount of money possible because I'm painting twice a week, bringing you guys free videos, right? Showing you that you don't need that stage 3 canvas. They're super nice. They're super nice. Don't get me wrong. They're thick, they're tight, they're more tightly stretched. Seems like a much better product, but they're expensive, right? So if I'm doing this and not getting any Etsy sales, thanks to you guys, thanks so much for supporting me. Now, if I'm not getting any sales and I'm continuing to paint twice a week, I'm using, the least expensive stuff. Not the cheapest. I mean, you could go to like Walmart or somewhere and get cheaper canvases, but they're not good enough. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys could support my store, I could buy some better canvases. That would be great.
Joshua,
what?
This is not Sunday, January 9th, Abuse Day.
Yes.
You leave your fans alone. It was
I'm angry.
Just Christmas.
I'm angry, sorry.
Just went through 2 very difficult years. Not
Bam.
us, everyone.
Yeah. Mine just seems really difficult.
For less pressuring sales, you can head to facebook.com/the London Candle Company.
Yeah, right. London won't pressure you to buy candles. I will pressure you because the bank account says I can't buy any more canvases, okay? All right, let's see. What are we going to do? This almost looks like that last seascape we did where I messed it all up with the clouds. Maybe we just leave it like that. Nice little soft little thing. Maybe. Make it real soft down here at the bottom. So we can't even really tell where our horizon is back there, right? Could be there, it could be anywhere. Could be all sorts.
Josh,
Yeah.
Rod Miller.
Miller.
Who is here for the first time.
You know what's funny? Every time you say a name, I try to look back in my Facebook notifications to see if I remember that name. So go ahead, Rod Miller.
Rod Miller, this is the first time he is watching us on YouTube.
Welcome.
During a live. We are here every Sunday, Rod.
Yep, we do come every Sunday.
But Rod says, I haven't tried oils yet, but bought the cheaper canvases from Hobby Lobby. I hope those will work.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
But you recently just got into the canvases from Hobby Lobby as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been going there for candle making stuff.
Like you can see, look, watch right here. See, taking time away from the show. This is a Michael's black canvas, right? We painted this scene on it. This is a Hobby Lobby black canvas. You can see they're built different, right? They look better. They're not staple back. They're wrapped around. There's another little inner frame. And they're about the same price. So it depends on where you want to go.
Yeah, they always run a special on 5-pack canvases, I think, for $12.99, 16 by 20s.
Right, yeah, they're always running that. But Michael's has sales every weekend too.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it depends, whichever's closer. Like if I'm on the side of town that's closer to Hobby Lobby, I'll go there. If I'm over here by the house, I'll go to Michael's. All right, let's stop talking and start painting.
No, that's all I do is talk. I sit over here, I drink my coffee, I talk, I read, I watch. That's it. That's all I do. Troy Fazio says, question for you. Do you layer more gesso on the canvases than you buy at Michael's and sand in between coats like some people do?
No, that is way too much effort. That is way too much effort for me, okay? You guys can see, I'm, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty good, okay? And
Oh, it's one of those Sundays.
Yeah, and I look at like the depth that people go into to make their canvas smoother, right? And it blows my mind, the amount of time sanding. I don't have time to sand. Like, I woke up an hour ago, I had to get ready for the show and prime everything and get all the cameras ready. Who has time to sand and gesso and wait for it to dry? No, no. I you know, maybe in the future when I'm, you know.
So how does
I don't know. I'll get into it, but I literally take the canvas, unwrap it, stick it on, put our liquid white on, and then turn the cameras on and go, okay, guys, let's go. Like, it's literally nothing special. Well, let's do it, guys. All right, let's take a little bit of blue, but yeah, I don't know. It's like too much work. That makes it unfun for me. Like, why? Why take all that time? Like, the canvases are just as good. They're pretty much ready to go. And like, that seems like work to me, kind of doing all that extra.
Hey babe, you have
stuff.
a rewards voucher that's expiring at Michael's.
Oh, do I?
Just text me. Yeah.
Oh, nice. They know we're talking about them. See? People at Michael's are watching.
That's weird.
Let's see. Why don't we do like some kind of jaggedy. I mixed a little bit of the white with the same three colors that we make all the time to kind of make it this little purplish, blackish thing.
I gotta be honest, babe. John Krasniak is on fire.
Good.
With his links.
He's always good.
Yeah.
I was talking to him last night.
You have $10 available at Michael's.
$10 whole dollars.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
It expires on the 14th.
Let's see what this looks like, right? Gonna get a clean 1-inch brush. And we just start to make our little circles, just kind of creating the shapes of our clouds. What are they gonna look like? What's going on? Maybe that one's like far off in the distance back there. It's behind it. Way off there.
Rod Miller says, I did put some gray gesso on mine just so I would be able to tell where I put the liquid white.
So, you know, you could do that if that's helping you that way. What I tend to do is in my liquid white video, where I show you how to put on liquid white, which now has over 9,000 views. I'm amazed at it. It's my most popular video. But when I show you how to do that, you can look, you know, depending on the light in your house, you can look down and you can see where there's a dry patch, right? So after you go over it, I'm always like, I mean, in every painting video, I'm like this, trying to move around and see what I've missed, what I can add, this, that, and the other, right? Gonna take a little bit of white, a little bit of red, come down here. Gotta go just a little bit of red because it's so powerful. And I don't want to have these bright, like, you know, cherry red clouds, fire truck red up there. Just gonna mix it in with the white, flatten it out, make our little ugly, nasty pile. Wipe off our knife, scoop it up. One more time, we're ready to go, okay? Let's add some highlights, some little pinkish highlights on the tops of these guys, like it's in front of the guy behind it.
Wow. Babe, Debbie Chow just said, my sister likes the most expensive painting you have, but I guess she hasn't coughed up the money yet. The 4-panel autumn landscape. Oh,
yeah, that's not even mine, but yeah, go ahead.
Then you could afford lots of canvases. I love it too, but out of my price range.
That's true. And what's funny is it has to be that much because they are, I mean, they're 40 by 50. They're giant canvases. And they're thick, they're the pro size ones, and there's 4. So if I have to box all that up, it's gonna cost me hundreds of dollars in weight and size to ship those, which is unfortunately why the price is so high. So I feel you, they're beautiful. They really fill up an entire room, but I can't send them away and not make, you know, spend everything shipping it if it was at a lower price. So I feel you. But, yeah, that's the way it's got to be. Oh, I like that. That's pretty nice right there.
John Krasniak says, I can't load a brush with the correct amount of paint, but I can nail the links.
Right? He was telling me he was struggling last night and how his sky was getting... Oh, it's break time. Break time! His sky was getting too hard to blend together. And he was really certain that he had the right amount of liquid white on there. And so I was thinking it might have been he had too much paint, you know what I mean? And if you're swiping over and you can see a bunch of streaks from the bristles of your brush, you know you've got way too much paint on there. And the thicker it is up here, the more layers that we put on it, the harder it's going to be for those layers to stick. You want it to be nice and thin. There's nothing down here, right? We did that across our clouds. I would pick up a little bit of white that we've kind of added on there. It really looks neat. Should we do another chemtrail? For anybody who's new, scrape up a little bit of white, right?
You mean a contrail?
No, it's a chemtrail up in the sky.
You mean a contrail?
Yeah, contrail, chemtrail. It's putting out chemicals that harm us, babe.
Oh my, shut up. Shut up.
Okay, and we're going to just swipe over it with the long side of the brush so it has to blend through all of those bristles versus just that many, right? We're going to go like this. We're going to keep it as straight as we can. Not pushing very hard, but sort of hard. Just to flatten it out. And you get this little chemtrail off in the sky.
Contrail.
I like calling it a chemtrail.
Okay.
People know it as a chemtrail.
It's a contrail.
It doesn't even have to be perfectly straight. Because the wind, once they get up there, if the wind's blowing enough, it will blow it around. It will be thicker in some areas and thinner in other areas. Maybe that plane just popped out and this side's had more time to kind of dissipate. You never know. Got to make up stories when you're painting.
Andy Caccioli
It's more
says,
fun.
Can you go over canvases again?
Go over canvases? I'm on a canvas, Andy. Is my perspective wrong? Go over what? Tell me what. What did I miss?
Right. Pick a painting on the wall. Can you repaint that?
Can I No, I could never paint anything exactly the same.
No.
What are you talking about?
Repainting a canvas that already has paintings
Oh,
on it.
yeah,
Can
okay,
you
so
go
if you've
over
already-
a canvas again.
Okay, so if you've already painted
See,
one and
Andy,
you don't
this is what I have to live with.
you don't like the way that it looks, right? Say you have one, I don't know, like the little 3-minute painting that we did, right? I'm never gonna sell this, but I possibly could maybe if I blacked it out and then did a night scene or a spacey kind of scene.
When you say black it out, what does that mean, Dave?
So that means I'll take, okay, right? People talk about gesso, and I don't use the gesso. So I usually take my Bob Ross liquid black because I still have so much of it. And I'll liquid black out the whole canvas and let it dry for a couple days. It usually takes a little while to dry. And there we go. Look, we don't even need the knife to make anything. And then I'll come back in. Once it's all dry and it's black, everything's blacked out and all dry, then I'll take and put liquid clear over it and paint like a night scene or a aurora scene or something.
Once it's black, you could just treat it like a regular black canvas, right?
Yeah, but not when it's wet, because
No,
I've tried to paint with that liquid black and it's it immediately dulls all your colors and it just looks sad. It's a really sad painting with that. There we go. Look at these clouds. Just with that purpley mixture that we made, right? Just the crimson. I used the first one to kind of make them further away, and these ones are a little bit darker. They're more in front. They're closer, right? They're higher. They're deeper. They're darker. They're all sorts of stuff. Maybe this guy's got a straight line on him. Who knows? Who knows? You take a step back and you look and you see. See what it looks like. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go up this way, right? All depends. And you get all these little differences. Look at how much depth we've just thrown back into the sky back there. Just by going light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Right? Putting it back. Push it all back.
Rod Miller says, oh, by the way, what I was laughing at when you were trying to talk, John Krasniak said, Alison, I had enough paint on the canvas as if it was on a car. It would never rust.
It's like super thick.
Rod,
let's go over this side.
J.A. Finnegan says, have you ever mixed your own liquid white?
No, I have not. I don't trust myself to get it right. So I have bought the Bob Ross liquid white. I had a whole bunch of it. I still have a whole bunch of it. And, you know, I'll continue to use that. until I find something better or run out and have to figure out a recipe on how to make it. I've heard like linseed oil and liquid and titanium white or something, but I don't know. I don't pay enough attention. There's so many things to do. All the little notifications all day from you guys. Well, this person posted in the Bob Ross Oil Painting for Beginners group. This person reported a post. This person said that. And then, okay, here we go.
So what are you trying to say? That everybody in the Facebook groups talks so much that you're unable to make your own liquid white?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just too much. You know what I mean? It's too many things, which makes me not... I just scroll. I just... Like, I had one post get reported for... Not my post, but a post that said, this is reported for hate speech. So I'm like, what the hell? Go in there and I look at it, and there's no hate speech at all. Like, not even... There wasn't even like an angry react anywhere in the comments. It was weird. So I went through, I cleared it. There's no hate speech there. Bam. That looks like. See, we almost covered up too much of our shadows now in those little bits of clouds. So we'll come in and just randomly, that's why we do, that's why I shake like that, because I want it to be random, right? I want it to drop in thicker over here and thicker, lighter over here and wherever. Just let it be random. That's why I like the knife, because then if we very lightly go over it, look at all these little things that happen. Right? If we continue to go over it, we'll make it all the same purple, which is not what we want to do. Is there some blue in there? There we go. Bam, 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 bam. You just want to be light. You want to be random. You want to have darker areas. Maybe not that dark, but darker than other areas, and we get all this depth. Where did this blue come from? I really like it.
Annette Babcock says, I've
Very
made my
light
own
blue.
because I can't find any anywhere. Watched a video about it being 50-50 linseed oil and titanium white.
That's what I thought.
Or until you like the consistency, it works pretty good.
That's what I
I
thought.
mean, I imagine it would. That's literally all you're doing is thinning the white.
Yeah, you're making it thin and liquidy enough to stay wet the whole time. You know what I mean? That's the problem with some of those other canvases, the cheaper canvases. They can suck up all of your liquid white, which is one good reason to put gesso on it. So if you know your canvas is going to suck up your liquid white and it's not going to act like you want, then you, of course, gesso. But the ones that I've come across, I've never had, besides that one $5 canvas we got at Five Below.
Yeah,
That was the
pretty
worst
bad.
canvas. But, you know, we made it work. We made it work. All right, what are we going to do? We have all these, this looks like an ocean-y type, you know, like a seascape almost. Or am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
And take a little bit of that kind of reddish, pinkish, just to highlight the tips of our clouds over here. Just a little bit. Look at all that. Don't like this, though. I'm just going to make it softer. There we go. Got to take a step back and look, right? And maybe these ones down here don't even have any highlight because the light can't reach that far.
Andy
And then maybe, oh, I got an idea.
Andy Caccioli said, I feel so sorry for you, London.
Oh, Andy.
This is what I have to deal with.
Andy still gives me crap after I suggested he be the I said moderator, and then Tom made you an admin after like 2 days. I'm not bitter or nothing though. I only had to wait a year, but it's okay. Who's bitter? Not me.
It's all right, babe. It's just a different perspective.
Yeah, my perspective needs to be different on it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
See if we can't sneak in like a little bit of yellow back in there. Just a little bit underneath these bank of clouds, right? And it's almost going to go greenish because we have the blue underneath. So let's see if we can just make it a little bit of yellow back there. A little yellow ochre. Don't want to have too much on your brush though. Man, I had way too much on the brush right there. And maybe the light came down and right underneath our clouds. And if I don't like the way that it looks, we can always turn it green and make it an ocean, right? Just by going back over all that, we've kind of changed the whole color of it. to now we don't know. Maybe this is sky and this is the water. Don't know. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I kind of like it back there how it was. There we go. Just blend it out until we like the way that it looks.
Annette
Kind of matches that sunny color back there a little bit.
Annette Babcock says, London, my husband is the same, if not worse. I have the same type of conversations with him as you do, Josh.
You know, husbands are so bad. I know. We're just so terrible.
Nobody said anything about being terrible.
All right, throw a little bit of red in there just to make it a little bit pinker. Change it, right? All these little differences, even around here. These little different colors. Now we're gonna come in with our seascape, like that cattails one that we painted. We could do another cattails. Let me put them on this side. We could do something. I don't want to do a big crashing wave. I want to have it further out. So we could do that. Something like it. Or we could change and do maybe not a seascape. What else could we do? Now that we got that sunny color back there. You guys know me. I love painting mountains.
No.
Yeah, what did no?
It's a seascape, Emma. It's so nice.
It's not a seascape.
But then you're going to cover it up with a mountain.
Right, but if it's a seacape, it's going to look just like this. And I don't want, I mean, that's on camera. I don't even, we're like, okay, we'll just paint the same stuff over and over again.
It doesn't look anything like that.
Oh, it will, yeah, because this sky is much better, but they, you know, it's the original idea. Maybe like a further off one back here.
Like a Fiji. Less like a Vesuvius, more like a Fiji.
Right.
Less like a Helena. More like
Who are you talking about?
mountains.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, we're just kind of squeezing some of that in. I thought you were talking about like the capital of Montana.
No.
Isn't that also Helena? Or Helena? Something, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The capital of Montana? I think it's Helena.
The capital of Montana. Come
Yeah.
on, smart people watching.
Yeah. Anyone from Montana? What's the capital? It's Helena, I'm telling you. Here we go. Look at these far off little mountains.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm right, I know.
You're right.
I
You're
know.
right.
All right, let's take a little bit. Let's see, we don't really want them like snowy mountains, so let's throw a little bit of brown and white together over here. All right, we'll take a little bit of our purpley color, really throw in like some dark shadowing. All right, just a little bit, just chuck it on there, and then we'll come back in with our brown. Stay on top of those shadows. Okay, starting to look okay. These are really far away, right? They don't have to have a whole lot of detail. They're very far off in the distance. Because we'll have something much closer to look at very soon, right? Just throw these things out there. A little bit of shadow, pull it down. That way we can make our little bit of fog out of it, right? Really smushing hard. This is how James Barlage broke his knife. Snapped it in half like the Hulk. I wonder if he's even watching. Just gave him a shout out and he's not even here. There we go. A couple little shadows every so often. Gotta have the differences, right? Bam, bam, bam. Quick little mountain. Come in, fog it up. That's why I don't really care what goes to the edge, because I know I'm gonna have this fogginess, right? I want to bring some of that dark color down, but not make it so light that it goes away. Tap, 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 tap. Tap it off into nothing. Just get these cool little bits. Right? We can even throw some more. There we go. A little bit, just to make it soft. Just very lightly. Make it far off in the distance and soft. Now we need to come to a clean brush. Sort of clean anyway. Take it and just pull it out flat. It just disappears into nothing over here. Does it continue? Does it not? It's a strange looking bit of mountain though. Needs like another hump and some differences, right? A little bit darker. A little bit of darkness every so often, just with the straighter brown. Kind of fill in some of that foggy area. Alright, watch this. Scrape all that up, okay?
That looks really good.
Yeah, now that all the paint's off it.
That wasn't what I meant, but yeah.
Just come in just very lightly, kind of dump on these little white and brown highlights. All we really need. Kind of jiggle the knife, make it, you know, make it look weird. It makes it look cooler like that. And you get these little weird bits. You never know what's gonna happen. Get a little bit more white, a little bit more brown.
Roberta Harris is here.
Birdo.
What?
Berta, that's what I call her.
Yeah, but you said Bodo.
Yeah, like Roberto's. All right, a little bit of darker brown. Just get it in there, right? Remember, these are really far away. We don't need a whole lot of shadowing stuff. Get it back in there. And then just tap it up. See how we just kind of darken that area? Not so crazy. Kind of swipe up in the direction that we went. Make them real far off back there. Bam. Just a little bit of rock popping up out of nothing. Okay, what were we gonna do again, babe?
I have no idea.
No one knows what we were gonna do. We were gonna do like a seascape, and we can still do that. We can have our beach come this way. Right? It could be like a sideways view of a seascape. Kind of cool. About to make the decision right here.
Okay.
And this is what she's gonna look like. Gotta leave some of that orange and yellow glare on there, right? From the thing. We don't want to cover up everything. And maybe our water's gonna come in, our land's gonna come in this way. So let's get a little bit of bluish color in there. Starting to look nice, babe.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to save some of that, you know, light down onto the water. Really got to make the sides darker now. There we go. Make our dark blue. Always finish the edges, I say, because right, if the water is going to come like that, we're going to have to fill in some beach. And then about like that.
That's pretty.
You like that?
Yeah, it's pretty.
See, now we're going to look different than the last painting, which is what we try to do. So a little bit of the dark sienna, which is just the only brown that we have, but it's the lighter color browns, right? We're making our little sandy area back here. And we want to have our angle right? It can't be, angle can't be too squirrely. Gotta be like that, like the water's just gonna come lap up onto the beach over here. Really nice. A little bit more brown, a little bit of that black. Oh, we snuck a little bit of the purple in there too. You just mix it and we'll get all these different colors, as long as it's dark, right? Look at that, that's nice.
It's pretty.
Brown and black, because I want it darker down in the, you know, the closer we get to us, the darker it's going to be. Maybe we'll have it darker around the water's edge line. All right. And then we can always go back in and adjust our beach however we want it. There we go. Get this reflection on the water of the light. Our far away horizon back here, and then we're going to come down. It's lovely. It is lovely. Maybe back behind the mountain, the light wouldn't reach from those clouds, so it's a little bit more blue, and we get this kind of shimmer out here. And again, we're trying not to cover it. We're trying not to paint, right? We've already put the initial color down there, and we're trying not to paint it now. I don't want to paint over all that color we just put in there. Make it real soft. Just like that. Right, now we haven't covered too much. I'm gonna extend our beach a little bit there. And there we go. We can even bring the water up if it's, you know, we can have some water lines. We can do all sorts of craziness. All right, let's wash these brushes though, because I'm running out of brushes to use. What are the comments saying, babe?
Great sky, Josh. Good morning, Desiree. Just noticed the tornado in the background of the painting.
Oh yeah, that one's coming out on Wednesday.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that one is coming out soon. Coming out soon. If I can ever get it to transfer over to my iPad so I can edit it, it's coming out soon. I figured we did that kind of little tiny tornado last Sunday off in the distance. It's just on a whim as we, like we do these. And I was like, I bet you I can make a bigger giant one. So yeah, it was fun. It took a while to make that tornado shape, but it turned out pretty good. And the foreground really pops in this one too, because there's no mountains or anything. Our horizon is way back there, so everything that's up in front just really pops out.
We could take little paint with Josh stickers and put them in your tornado so it looks like it went through our house.
Yeah, right.
And picked up all the logos.
Yeah, we got brand new stickers. I have the stickers available in my shop, and those are bigger. But I got a couple little smaller ones, little ovals and stuff that I can give away when people buy paintings and at events and stuff like that. Maybe do we bring the beach up over here, hun? I'm wondering, like, connect those two by like a little bit, or it's gonna look strange.
You can just leave it the way it is, and it looks like the water's coming in.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of add a couple little water lines and stuff. What time is it? It'd be a half-hour painting we're done today.
The time is 10:37.
I'm gonna mix some of that pinkish in with the white so it becomes even more light pinkish white. Right, and then we can come in here, maybe start dropping in our water, right? It's always gonna come in at a different kind of height and level. And take it back like that, right? We have all these little chunks, little ripples. But I always think it looks nice if you throw a little dark line underneath all of our waves coming in. And it gives it like this little lip, like it's rolling onto the sand, right? We'll have some come out over here, over there, who knows? Who knows where we go? We kind of went off the deep end over there. Not even on our beach anymore. There we go. See? Oh, it's like coming in. And then we take a step back and we look at it again and we see maybe, and we come down like this, right? We continue this angle of the water kind of lapping up onto the shore. Just very softly. Very softly. Come back with our a little bit of water. Bam, 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 bam. Chuck it over the top. All right, see what it looks like when we do this. How's it look, hon? Babe?
Spectacular.
Oh. What you doing over there where you're not...
I am...
You don't seem like you're very into it today.
I'm into it.
I don't know.
I'm always into it. There's a lot of people watching.
A lot of people. How many is a lot?
22 people on Facebook and 12 people on YouTube.
Nice. Welcome. Anyone who's new. All right. We're literally making this up as we go along. That's how we like to paint. At Paint with Josh, right? A little bit of liquid white and our little pink mixture. Just to make it lighter colored, right? And let it stick. Maybe we'll add a couple waves out in the ocean back there. But yeah, that looks cool. A little bit of, we do need to extend the beach though, a little bit. Just to make it, for my eyeballs, it needs to come out like that. Not be so stinking brown. Really got to blend it in. That's what happens when you get too much paint on your brush. Right, so we can pull it, we can shape it, we can take it from the other side, and we can do whatever we need to do in order to make it go away. A little bit of black and brown, that's what we need. Just like that. Give our little differences in color into our beach, right? Little lighter areas, little darker areas. There we go. Come back to that liquid white and our pink. And maybe we come back in like this. All right, get our water up the side over there. And remember, some of the times the little waves come in further, right? You don't have to, yeah, that's nice right there. I'm gonna turn our angle.
For anybody looking for a closer view, Facebook is now zoomed in.
Zoomed in on the book. There we go. Make it messy, right? You gotta get that sea foam stuff that comes up. There's little holes in it everywhere. It's never all the same.
Water is so unpredictable.
Yeah, you never know where it's gonna go. But as long as it's kind of flat and it looks like it should be there, you know you're at the right kind of perspective, right? Just very, very, very lightly going over it like that. Very lightly. It's kind of neat. All right, now, what are we doing? Mix up a little bit of that blue and black and purplish mixture, just so we have this dark color again. All right, if our waves were like that, right, and we have this little bit of dark kind of coming in. What's up?
Alan Wilson says, hi Josh from Northern Ireland.
Hey, Northern Ireland. What's happening in Northern Ireland is the question.
I would assume he probably feels a lot like the rest of England.
I didn't like that wave right there.
Kay Campbell says, seashells on the beach.
Seashells? Seashells by the seashore.
Seashells. She sells seashells on the seashore.
By the seashore. I mean, there we go. See? It's all about what it does to your brain. So take a step back and look at it and see. You know what I mean? You can sit there and just hate a painting and not figure out. You can't figure out why the heck it looks like that or why it's not working. So take a step back and just have a look, see. And maybe you'll figure it out, right? That looks cool. We really don't need a whole lot. We do need something back at the edge of the mountain back there. Just like a little line that kind of separates where our...
Hey guys, I didn't say it in the beginning, but if you could, if you're on Facebook right now, if you could look down the bottom right hand corner, there's a tiny arrow that points to the right hand side. If you could click on that, it will suggest sharing this video to your friends.
Yeah, share guys, share, especially if you're new. Share, share, share.
There is enough Josh to go around, so don't think that by not sharing, you're getting more Josh. Because that's not...
I need your guys' help kind of reaching the rest of the world, so if you could share this video, or share it when you try your video,
you know, anyone
that would be fantastic.
Anywhere else. Mississippi, Northern Ireland, Arkansas.
Right.
Tell your friends, please.
Yeah. There we go. Just trying to imagine in our mind where the little ripples in the water would be. Make them nice and soft. We got our little kind of shadowy bit of our water back there. Just changes it. That's really nice. I don't want to mess with it too much. You know what I mean? Get too much going on and you won't like it. There we go. A little bit of waviness in here. Just change it, but be careful on your angles, right? Gotta look right. Gotta look like the water's coming in. So get some little bits of, not waves, but
hey, Tanya's here.
Waviness. Tanya, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Just a little bit of white, just to change it up. Change up the colors. I don't even want to have too many bits. Oh no, my work shirt.
Anything but my work shirt. Take my eyes, but leave the shirt.
Take my eyes, but leave the shirt.
Bonus points for anyone who knows what movie that's from.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
I doubt they would know.
You never know.
Couple little bits. What makes them look neat, remember, a little bit of dark.
For anyone curious, if you go to the London Candle Company Facebook page, you can enter a contest right now. The winner is chosen tomorrow. The contest runs out tonight at midnight. All you got to do is share the post, tag your friends, and leave a comment on my company page, and I will choose a winner tomorrow to get 3 of the brand new line of mini candles that I released last week. And then you get Scoopies in the box as well. So you get
Scoopies?
3 bags of those. Scoopies.
Little scoopers in the box. There we go. Just kind of laying it on to where we look like we have these little ripples back there. Right, little ripples. Not giant bits of wave, you know what I mean? Just a little bit where we can come back and show there's a little bit of wave back there.
Oh. Roberta says, love London's candles. John Krasniak says he won't be disappointed. Yeah, please don't eat my candles.
Like I don't eat them.
I have like very small liability insurance. Please do not eat my candles. That'd be very bad.
That would be bad. There we go. A little bit of depth on that one, right? Just a little. Just a little bit. Like 50 cents.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, when I said you guys, it'd be really awesome. Hey, Shannon just joined your channel, babe, on YouTube.
Hey, thanks for joining.
Brand new member.
Use that super chat button.
Yeah, I love that. I love that when that happens.
Yeah, right.
That's super awesome. Super awesome.
See, we have no idea what we're doing, guys. We're literally making it up as we go along.
Susan Chambers says, hello, Josh. I'm Susan from Washington State.
Hi, Susan.
And I think you are an amazing artist. Really enjoy your paintings.
Oh, well, thanks so much.
Hey, Tanya, if you go over to my Facebook page, you can enter the contest. Hey, little secret, no one else has entered. So by all means, go over there and enter the contest. And, you know, I'm just saying, but if you're the only one that enters, chances are you're the only one that wins.
Probably true.
Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, Josh is for your eyes, I am for your nose.
Right? London's candles will smell up your nose and I'll mess up your eyes. Here we go. Man. We're just going to keep playing, guys, until we have a clean brush that we can work with. Would be lovely. Maybe this guy's just too noticeable. Yeah, there we go.
Andy Caccioli says, how much for this one, Josh?
How much to buy this one?
Assumably.
This one would probably be in my range of, I don't know, maybe 120 after. Like I throw them in there, and then I'm always running a sale on my Etsy shop. So you get, you know, a bit off of whatever the price is, and it usually brings it down to about between like 100 to 120 for this size. It's like my 16 by 20 size price range, unless I really, really like it. So I try to, it's funny when you paint something that you're really, really proud of, and then you have to like check your ego because you want to charge $1 million for it because you really don't want anybody to take it. And you want to at least have it around, you know, to hang around your house a little bit before it eventually sells. And so you have to kind of check your ego and be like, no one's going to be buying it at this price. Like, let's be serious now. Let's be serious. Especially when there's so many other fantastic, you know, artists out there that are also selling on Etsy and Shopify and everywhere else that I am. You know, you have to, if you want to stay competitive, you have to price it, you know, competitively to them, which is sometimes a pain in the butt because you'll get somebody who has a way better painting than you know, and it's much, much less because maybe they've held on to it for, you know, a year, and they're really just, they want to get it out. So they're really dropping the price on it. They just don't even care anymore. But that's up against your brand new painting that you're super proud of. And then you're like, well, shoot, you know, his is better than mine. So, and I run into it all the time. I look on there and I'm like, good Lord, like I need to lower my prices down because there are way better artists out there than me charging way less. You know what I mean? And so if you want to stay competitive, you have to kind of check your ego is what I call it. Check my ego anyway. A little bit of our white and a little bit of the gray. So we get these little differences, right? Doesn't have to all be the same all the time. Just trying to fill up some time for you guys. Let me get that. Just kind of leading these waves back, right? They're coming in, they're about to crash. We're not even gonna do a giant one. And I love that this has like come over. Maybe that's like spilled over, you know, the bit. Maybe there's something, maybe this isn't even there. There's a little bit of rock or something. I really like it, it's nice. It's very small, very neat. Okay, a little bit of liquid white again up here with our titanium white, not too much. And maybe we can drop in a bit of waterline back in there, or a bit of sea foam, like shooting up the sides of this little thing as it's pulling itself back, right? Just scrape it in, cut it in with that knife. Cut it, cut it, cut it. But keep your knife about the same angle for your whole cut, right? And then you'll have these different bits of water line. There we go. And then I usually like to take them and, you know, swipe over them the smallest bit. And when it's liquid white, it's they really want to disappear fast. So I like to give them like that, just a little bit of a softer look. Pushes them down, flattens them a little, helps them dry. Did you put me under your spell, babe? Look at these little mini candles, guys. It's a little mini beer mug. What's in this one? Oh, the love spell, because it's under your spell, right? Uh-huh. But yeah, they're beautiful little mini candles. You get them 3 for $15. TheLondonCandleCompany.com. Oh, can you just tape it to my nose? Here. Can I hold it like this so I just smell it all the time with my double chins? Little Lego pieces. Look at that. I can't tell if you can see or not, but there's like little Lego pieces in with this shimmery, glittery, metallic colored wax that when you light it, it kind of bubbles up like a volcano, goes to the edge, and then you just see how much I never knew how much movement there was in a candle.
Yeah, because you never sit and watch it, really.
Right. But if it's if the wax is all the same kind of color and you can't tell anything, then it just looks like it's just a standing thing. But the wax is constantly moving, and it's a really cool thing to just sit back and watch. There we go. Swipe those guys. It looks kind of neat. Maybe we should put like a rock over here. Kind of something. Nothing that we're crashing into, but something up in the foreground.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I feel like you need a little bit more, like the shore is like this, and the wave is like this.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Watch this. I'm going to curve this wave. Right? So it's like that.
Much better.
Right.
Just perspectively it. And Andy didn't even say anything.
Andy didn't even say anything.
No, he didn't.
Thanks, Andy. Thought you were supposed to be helping. There we go. So now it's more rounded. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it just looked... Oh.
Oh no, the poor baby.
What's up, baby?
Oh, that's neat. Look at that. That's like a... There's like a bulge underneath the water right here. That's kind of cool. Look at that same color. Pull it back, make it a little bit darker underneath there. Look at that. Just change it up. Maybe there is a rock underneath there. And a little bit of that darker color right underneath our wave. A little bit of shadowing, a little bit of sea foam. This is not, we came too far. Let's do this. I'll kind of mix it back until I like how it looks. See? Ooh, much better. See, we had way too much kind of, oh, look at that, guys. See what happens when you just play around? I mean, we could make this a ridge. I really like that, but it doesn't look, someone's gonna look at it and not have watched the video and been like, why is it like that? This guy obviously messed it up when it's not what happened at all. There's like a little bit of, I like that, a little roundedness. It's not too dark. We have this little bit of shadowing and all sorts of stuff. Even put a little bit of sea foam in over here. Just see what it looks like. Especially with this liquid white, you can always wipe it away. Always go away. Right? Just changes it up. Changes up what we're looking at.
Okay,
Now, if we really wanted to be cool, we could sneak.
Let me check.
Could sneak some like sea foamy bits up into our wave, right? Like it's gonna come down and crash. Just a little crash though, nothing too crazy. Get that chunk of old skin paint out of there. The Skinwalker. That looks pretty good. Let's put like a little bit of a, remember, take these thicker areas of our titanium white that we used with our sea foam and just kind of shape them up into our wave a little. I like it. I like it. Better, babe?
Yeah, way better.
Looks neat. I like it. All right, let's take a little bit of our liquid white, just straight up liquid white. Really come in and make our little bits of water kind of stand out. You see what we're doing? We're cutting it, kind of staying on that same diagonal line. Seeing if we can't get any more of this liquid white off of our brush. There we go. You know what I mean? You don't want to be all over the place with it. That is for certain. Yeah, little bits, little things happening. Little things getting sucked away, getting stuck on the beach, all sorts of stuff. All right, let's put our rock in like we were talking about. Let's do it down here. And we can make it giant. Put a whole lot of, you know, thought into it. Or we could just go over here. I don't want to cover up too much of my little bit of wave and stuff, right? Can't have a real straight rock. So we gotta have all these little bits and little angles and places for it to turn and all sorts of stuff. Really smash it on there. There we go. Maybe we can even have a little bit of water come back in front of it. Who knows?
Okay,
Take our brush.
For anyone wondering on how to enter the contest,
Enter London's Candle Contest.
the pinned post at the top of the page is what you need to comment on, share, and like.
So go to the London Candle Company on Facebook. Go find the very first post at the top of the page, right? As you start scrolling down, be the very first one. And then you follow those directions and you'll be entered. And there's only a couple entries, so if you want to win, get your entry in.
Okay, so the only thing that Annette commented on the post, but the only thing she didn't do is tag friends in the post.
So you got to go tag some friends, write their names. Hey, Cindy and Sally and whoever. Just write 3 of their names in the post. That way they'll see, they'll read it, they'll tag their friends, and then it goes out and it reaches more people, right?
Yes, please.
All right, let's come in with our brown and black mixture over here. Not even over mixing it, and then brown and white over here so we can highlight. You can see they're wildly different colors, right? Okay, our brown shadows, we're really gonna lay them on thick. So just let it fall off of your knife, right? Our knife is just about the same width, angle as our canvas, almost even hitting my handle down here. Okay, I'm not coming at it sideways and scraping. I'm scooping up a fair roll of paint, and then I'm trying not to let my knife even touch the canvas. When I hear this, I know there's no more paint left on my knife, right? You don't want to have all of those things there. There we go. Now we got these little bits of shadowing. Okay, now we'll come in with our lighter color, and this is where I will shape what our rock is going to look like, right? Kind of pulling it down and to the side, almost like circles, but we're only starting down here like a J, making it a J. Throw a little bit of red in here too, why not? Mix a little bit of that in down here, and then just keep mixing it until it changes the color of that brown. All right. Ooh, nice. Nice. Do a little bit over over there. Just differences, right? We'll come back, we'll grab up some more. Maybe down here, the light hit it again. And then it lights it up with that lighter color down here. A little bit of yellow ochre always goes good against brown too. Don't want that much though. Jeez, Josh. Right, in places where we really wanted it to stand out, we throw some yellow ochre in with that brown. Scrape it up. Again, we don't even have to fill in all the areas, okay? We can come back in with that darker color that we originally made up a mountain with, or our little rock. And really just darken it up, fill it in, blue, black, crimson. Really want it nice and messy and textured down here, right? Come back, that yellow ochre, maybe make a little thing over there with some brown. And just change it. You know what I mean? Change it about, and you won't be disappointed, let me tell you. Trying to make a nice sharp line. There we go. He's hitting my own easel. Throw some texture down on the side of this guy for the buyer. There we go. So it all looks relatively the same. That's kind of neat. Maybe a little bit of light hit back there too, just to show there's a little difference everywhere, right? Maybe down there. Maybe get these little things. It's even kind of green in there, almost like some sea foam or something, or some algae. Maybe up here had a bird turd on it, so you get this little white spot. You never know.
A bird turd?
Yeah, you get bird turds.
What is a bird turd?
Bird turds all over the ocean. There we go. Just mixing it up until I like how it looks. We're going to come back in with that little bit of brown. Kind of cover over it. You get all these cool little things. All this stuff happening. Nice and textured and thick, right? Looks neat. I like it.
Sweet.
I like it.
So I officially have a net in the contest now. Roberta Harris is laughing at your bird turd. That was very fun.
Yeah, little bird turd.
It's not one of our family that did the turd on the.
No,
the
we're
rock,
gonna
is
be
it?
we're gonna be flying over here. We haven't
Okay.
turded. We haven't
Okay.
turded yet. Can even take this bit down here, pull it out just slightly, right? So this is kind of wrapped around. You can imagine it's curving around like that.
Bird turd.
Bird turd. Take a little bit of
Derp 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 derp.
derp derps. Derpy derps, right? And then that kind of pushes that out a little bit, but we still have a little bit of foreground in with our rock, right? Poof, just like that. So it's not falling off the canvas completely. All right, let's make our birds up. Good hour-long painting if we stretch it. Could have been 35 minutes, but
Bird turd.
nobody wants that. A little bit of blue, black, and crimson with our kind of liquid mineral spirits, making it very, very runny. So it wants to run away. It's like watery, watery, watery ink. Okay, we're gonna twist the brush like that, so you get this tip to it.
Babe, can you call this painting Bird Turd Rock?
Bird turd rock.
Because I think that would be hilarious.
It would be funny.
Uh-huh.
Okay, very small off in the distance. It kind of grew a little bit. There we go. Yeah, who got a little bit too big.
It's fine. It's just how it is.
Nope.
Bird turd.
Boom, she's gone. Look. Pew. If you're using the liquid, low odor mineral spirits, it's very easy to blend something completely away because there's not a lot of paint. It's more paint thinner than anything. And that way it goes on nicely and keeps our birds very small, and we don't have to drag, you don't have to push too hard. It's very nice. It's neat. I like this one. We didn't have any issues with Facebook today? Or the iPad messing up?
Magically, no.
Well, that's good. Das ist gut. The Sauerkraut. Das ist gut.
Das ist gut.
Das ist gut is filmed in front of a live audience. That's so funny. I love that show. All right. Well, what do you guys think? I kind of like it. It's not too nuts. You know what I mean? We could add a little bit of shadows underneath here, actually. Like,
Roberta Harris says, love it. I don't know if that's how she said it, but that's
Love it.
That's how I read it.
Sound like Hotel Transylvania or Adam Sandler anyway. There we go. Just a little bit changes it up, right?
Rod Miller says, looks great. I think you should do some reverse, some white, like, yeah, right there, but on the wave. So it looks like the wave is hooked, like this, babe. Trying to do the best I can with my hands, like this.
Oh, you want an eye in there, a tunnel, like it's folded over.
Just the no, folding back on itself like this. So it looks like it's coming in and then coming in again.
I don't understand. A little bit.
Then don't try.
Do you want you don't want like a splash?
Bye, Tanya. Have a great birthday.
See you later.
No, not like a splash, like a curvature. You know how water, when it comes in, sometimes it looks like a blanket almost, how it's swirling in and out. You know, like as it comes on the beach, it's not like a solid shape. It breaks, just the same as the front.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't. You're talking about the sea foam?
Yeah.
So
Like how
that's this stuff down here.
Right, but on top of the water, where the other water rushes past it, you're gonna get this like break. Just ignore me then.
I'm not ignoring you.
No, I said just ignore me then, because I can't explain it the way
I
that
don't-
I see it in my head. So don't worry about it.
That's just.
What? It looks fine, babe.
There we go.
It looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand what you mean.
It's fine. Don't worry about it then.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out. You always have good ideas, so come up here and paint it. Here.
No, I can't. That I can't do. 100%. Roberta Harris said, just like it's already rolled over itself.
You want a lump. You want a roll. Like a lump of paint.
No, babe, I don't want a lump of paint.
A roll. And then it's getting sucked back.
Right, but like it's rolled over itself, so it creates this little...
I have no... Guys,
Right.
guys, help. Guys.
Roberta's trying to help me. Rod Miller's laughing. As
No
long as it's
idea.
entertaining, does it really matter?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what you guys are on about.
It's okay. Because when the live is finished, you and I will go downstairs, I will draw a picture on my phone, and you will go, right, well, you could have just said this. So it's fine.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I think you need a little bit more white there, though. Like on the shore. Beautiful. Rod Miller says, I don't know what she's talking about either, Josh.
Someone help me.
Sylvia said, just heard about the bird turd.
Bird turds.
John Krasniak said, like it's going back out. Yeah, thanks, John.
That's all of this. Of course, it's out because it's about to crash. It's out. What the hell are you guys talking about?
Annette Babcock says, as I live by the ocean,
Yeah.
I know what she's saying, but I can't say it any better.
Okay, how about that? That looks like a
Perfect.
bit of roll. I mean, if you want
Like a
thicker
sausage roll?
water lines,
I want a sausage roll.
then I want a sausage roll too. If you want like a thicker water line, being sucked back, then I can add more.
Allison said, Annette, I was about to write the same thing. So feminine intuitions, as we all know what I'm trying to say, we can't vocalize it any better than.
There, how about that, guys?
Babe, it looks fantastic.
You guys happy?
Yes. We were happy before.
You're never happy. The fans are never happy. I do something. What are they gonna do? Here we go. Bam, bam. You gotta put a little bit of dark under. Not too much though. But too much, then it looks like it's too thick, and that's probably what you guys want, but I don't want that. Let's see. Right,
Babe, it's safe to assume that none of us can see it any better, so don't worry about it.
There we go. Look, there's your foam. There's
Great.
your line of foam, right? Is that what is that
Yes,
in your
babe.
mind? Now you're lying.
I just want it to be over.
No, you wanted to extend it.
Nope.
Yeah, so now we're going to be here for another 20 minutes.
No, we're not.
It's become an hour and a half video.
Bill Brent says, hey, Joshua, the artist, do it your way.
Yeah, right. Bill, did your bag ever show up yet?
I tried to check on that this morning.
Poor Bill. He ordered one of my Paint with Josh duffel bags. They're awesome. And the company lost it on the way to Bill. It never got picked up. So I'm sorry about that, Bill, but they say it's on the way now. Or it should have been delivered by now. There we go. There, I'm not going to do another single thing to it.
That's fine, babe.
Right, we're almost like doing it on this angle where it looks like it's being pulled up into the wave. So I like it though. Good call, guys, on more water lines. It looks good. Yeah, see our angles? Like if we go almost straight up over here, then it's gonna look like the wave is up, you know what I mean? You have to kind of make it change our angle all the time. You can take a little bit of sea foam getting sucked up into there. As long as it looks right.
Looks beautiful, babe.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
There we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Rod Miller says maybe a little seagrass to push it back.
Seagrass. Seagrass. Well, that'd be more like the cattails one we did over here. And I'm trying to keep it separate from that. Don't want them to look the same, you know what I mean? Here we go, a little bit of darkness. Darkness. I think that's the spot. Yep, I can see. I keep looking back at the camera, and then you look back to find it, and it's gone again. That's why it's nice to have these cameras, or take a step back at least, and be able to tell, you know, what is going on. There we go, just mixing it up. Now we're going to go back. Every time you start to mix with that liquid white, it'll go away very fast. And you just got to have that one thing where you look back and you're like, oh, that's it, and stop. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. We're done. We're done, Zode. Babe, it's over.
It is?
Yeah. Why are you grumpy now?
No, I'm not grumpy. You shut
What are you
up.
grumpy for?
Let's
put it over here. Poof.
See, Susan got it.
What?
Susan said, I think they were trying to say they wanted to see more curl and translucent in the wave with a little more action and sea foam.
No, she's talking about having a curled wave, an eye, a transparency. That's not what we're talking about here. You're talking about, were you talking about a lip?
No.
You were.
I was.
She was. I can't do a lip on a painting like this.
Joe Santos says, bird turd. Rod Miller says, reeds, weeds. This is going to become...
No.
Annette Babcock says, my husband said to use the word backwash in trying to describe it. Does that help?
That's, I mean, am I retarded, or is that not what all
Babe,
of
you can't
this
say
is?
those words anymore.
I mean, honestly,
Yes,
guys.
babe. It's perfect.
There we go.
It's absolutely stunning.
Right. And I like it.
That's all that matters.
Right.
Okay, guys. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you today.
Why are you so ready to leave?
It was a joke.
Oh.
Never mind.
Well, you said you wanted it to be open. Like, why are you so ready to leave?
No, never mind.
There we go. All right. Well, I've had enough of this one, guys. If I could just get that to look how I want it to look. With just a little... Maybe the small edge of the knife will do me justice. Just a little bit back here. And the more and more I go over it, the more little seed foam garbage gets messed up, and it's really starting to irritate me,
Right,
guys.
then stop.
Really.
Stop. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know why you're still going.
Because I want it to look a certain way.
Right. And you're frustrating yourself, so just leave it alone. Babe, it looks great. Just say goodbye to the people and let's call it a day. Nobody just wants to watch you in silence.
True. Well, we do need to fix a couple things over here.
Right. Everybody in the comments is like, Josh, don't do any more. Just stop.
I tried.
Don't paint aggravatedly.
Tried to stop. Hang on. I'm going to finish the edge. I'm not aggravated, but this is how I paint, guys. Like, I'm coming up with it as we go, right? And that's how. There was no idea for this. There was no anything. I didn't really want to put a crashing, rolling, where the water has now fallen over. I didn't want to do that on this camera. I didn't plan to do that. So that wasn't in the cards for this one. But I'm not angry. I'm just, I'm trying to look at it like I do all the time and show you guys if you made a mistake here or there or whatever, how to fix it. So, but I don't see anything besides that. There's like a little bit, like some darker color over here. Coming down from like the lip of our wave. There we go. It's at this weird angle too. It's like a weird kind of curving thing. So I've never painted anything like it before. So why do I keep picking up the wrong brush? It has brown in it. I want brown in my water. There we go. Poof, that's it. All right. That is it. I mean, we could wrap a wave over, but I don't want to do that. It's going to look like all the other waves that I've ever done. And this one doesn't look like anything of the other waves I've ever done. Right, babe?
Yes, babe.
Okay. Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you. I just want you to stop because you're getting more mad and nobody wants to sit here in silence.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. We'll give it up then. And see you next week. There's just this one thing. I just can't figure it out. I want to have like some shadow underneath my water line over here. And I just can't figure out why it's not looking the way I want it to. So I'm not mad and I'm not quiet. Where was I now? There we go. Just a little bit. And the more you play with this stuff, the more it goes away. So a little bit means do it quickly, just like that. That's it. All right, well, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching us. We got the birds, we got the crazy clouds, we got the mountains and the water and the rocks and the, water lines and everything. It looks really neat. I really like it. It's almost like this mountain looks a lot like the bear behind it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like connecting itself. But yeah, let's get this little bit. It's like a chunk of paint on there. Get out of there, little guy. There we go. This does not want to come out. Haha. All right, so we got a new video coming out on Wednesday, of course, as usual. It's this tornado piece right here. So if you're excited to paint that, then stay tuned to the channel for Wednesday. And yeah, this one came out fantastic. I really like it. Never painted anything like it before. And it's very soft and pastel-y and lots of different techniques that we used. And, so if this was your first time watching, thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you on Wednesday and then back again on Sunday. And until then, go to the LondonCandleCompany.com. Go to PaintWithJosh.com. And yeah, support our stores. The more money we make, the more, canvases we can buy and keep bringing you guys. Yeah, we can do giveaways.
When are we going to do the Advent calendar?
I don't know. I don't know.
Last Sunday of January?
I don't even want to put a date on it. I really don't. It's not, I don't even know that I want to paint it. It's so far away from Christmas. So besides that, I can't think of anything else. So this one will be available in the Etsy store later. Always get your supplies through my Amazon affiliate link, amazon.com/shop/happylandscapeart.
It is an affiliate link, so he does make money off what you purchase through that link.
Yeah, I make like 3 pennies off of your $100.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Have a wonderful
besides
Sunday.
that,
See you guys next week.
yeah, take care, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.